Welcome to Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Aquarius for the month of September 2022. So we're in the sign of Virgo, Aquarius, and the element is Earth. You are in your 8th house, which is the house of power, really. It's the house of power and taboos. So let's see what we're going to come up with. So 8th house is all about confronting your fears too. So there may be a few issues that come up, obviously, in this couple of weeks, Aquarius, that you have to sort of confront certain varied fears, and usually about the taboos. So that's sex, and it's money, and it's all those sort of deep underground sort of issues. Not so much these days, but you know, things that people don't talk about. You know, it's like, well, we don't talk about that. We don't like to talk about sex, or you know, all those, you know what they are. So, and it's also about other people's money, or settling up money with people. It's about inheritance. It's about all those things that, yeah, basically, in a nutshell, things that one doesn't really talk about because it's not done, kind of taboos. And we have, as the energy, the Tower. So discarding, you know, completely, I call the Tower, it's almost like the out-of-date card. So it's time to literally throw out all the old stuff. So there is a structure in your life, or there is something that you've been doing or clinging on to that no longer works for you. So it's time to sort of bring in the heavy artillery and the earth movers and get rid of that Tower, because the Tower is literally unrenovatable anymore, and you can't patch up it anymore. It's like the leaky boat, squeaking door. So you've got to sort of get rid of it and build a new sort of structure. So we will endeavour to find out in this 10-card reading what that may be. And knowing you, Aquarius, you'll be right on board with that, because you're not afraid of things like that. You always want to know how it's done and how to fix it and how to help people. You're a real group humanitarian lot. Where you are right now. And we have the Empress. Beautiful Empress, so really nice card to start with. It's very much feminine energy coming in, very much about abundance. Can be also a pregnancy card or fertility card, obviously the mother card, about your mother, but also about yourself or your significant other and their mother, or just mothers in general. But in general, it's the Earth Mother card. It's all about creativity, essentially, and abundance that comes from planting a seed and growing something, whether it be a human being or a garden or a project. This is a beautiful card in this case to have. Influencing this and the rest of the reading, we have, the King of Coins. Who is this man? This is the Mentor Man. I call him Mentor Man because he is an earth sign man, so he's very sort of grounded, or he should be at least. Father often can be represented as a father or a father figure, because I know that not every person on the earth gets, you know, respect, looks up to their father. It's just not the way the world is. But this person definitely has some traits that are sort of valuable to anybody, because he's done the hard yards and he knows how it works, and he's quite happy to give out his advice. He doesn't speak too much, but what he does say has a lot of merit. Okay, so he's the character in the mix, and he's going to be influencing the whole month. Okie doke, let's see what was happening over there in the background here in July, August. And we had the Two of Coins, so juggling very well, working hard, enjoying yourself, maybe 2 jobs going at once, or a job and a project which wouldn't surprise me with Aquarius. You've always got that mind of yours is always busily ticking and whirling around in there, coming up with all sorts of amazing ideas. But it's also the card of decision, and it could be a study and work card as well, but it looks like this is going well. If it isn't, well, it should. Well, you can right the wrong anyway, but yeah, it's very much a decision card and a balance card, and balancing acts. As you can see, she's almost got a ballet slipper on, and she sort of pivots around and gets it all done. Balancing, you know, and also, but with there's an end game with this card, and it's very earth, so it's good. It's about your job, it's about where you're going, and the whole thing. Recent influences, and we have the strength card. So the strength card is all about the self-awareness, awareness of yourself. It's also another strong male card, father card sort of thing. Very much about being aware of your place in the world, being aware of what you say and how it affects other people. Yeah, it's very much self-awareness and your own strength because of it. And knowing, you know, that everything we sort of utter sometimes has an impact on other people, whether we're aware of it or not. And sometimes we're not, and then people tell us, oh, that really was, you know, a bit inappropriate. And then we just go, oh dear, you need a bit of strength, you need a bit of that sort of self-awareness coming in there. But it's a good card to sort of for all of us to get, because it reminds us that that is so important when dealing with other people. To have that strength of compassion too, I guess, to just be aware of ourselves and our actions on others. Very male energy coming through Aquarius. Okay, let's see the lesson. We have divine timing with the Temperance card. So everything happens for a reason. Now this is quite interesting as well. So if you've been waiting for the right time for something, it looks like it may be here. As long as you take into consideration all the others that we've turned over and that will be turned over as well. Very interesting card. It's about far horizons, it's about travelling, but it's also about your own higher self as well. So there looks as though there's all sorts of stuff coming along for you now. Beautiful card to have though in the learning, the lesson card, divine time. And always remember that too, Aquarius, there's a time for everything. Sometimes, you know, it just comes when we least expect it, and it doesn't come when we think it should. Near future, sorry. Good news is on the way, and this is also can be a child coming through. Don't know what kind of child this it represents. A very active child, very much a mover and shaker, but the overall meaning of the card, without boiling the character into it, is good news is on its way. So that's a nice card, and it's also a Wands card, which means action, which suits you always very well, Aquarius. What's happening that you're not realising? And we have the Master's Apprentice card of the Eight of Coins. Things going really well, doing really well, and perhaps, you know, linking it up with this Two of Coins sitting at the top there, you can see that, you know, results are going to come from what you're doing at the moment, maybe working and studying at the same time. The results will come from that, so just keep going with it. No matter how much you want to toss it in or whatever, or other things will happen. This is something that you really need to complete because it's really important for you for the future as well. How others see you. if it looks too good to be true, it probably is. So somebody's looking at you with rose-coloured glasses, Aquarius, which can be a bit sort of, yeah, initially it can be quite flattering. But then once you scrape the surface, it's like, oh, hang on a minute, nobody's, you know, I'm not all that. I'm not all this thing that these people are saying. I'm a human, I have flaws, thank you. And somebody's really looking at you through rose-coloured glasses. And that's that Seven of Swords. And it is this Scorpio card, which is, in fact, the 8th house. Scorpio lives in the 8th house, so there's your taboos and all these sort of things and all this lust and sex and taboo subjects. Somebody's absolutely encapsulated you in this amazingness, which you can be because you are very free-spirited creatures. So just be aware of that, and you know, you've got a bit of earth here in this maleness here, just bring it back down to earth a bit, and you know, just but be aware of it. It's also, I call, a Disneyland card for those remember watching Disney's on Sunday or whenever it was. It's all make-believe sort of thing, isn't it? Positive feelings. Yes, working really hard. You're going to get there. You're going to cross the line, even though you're a bit exhausted with everything, fitting everything in. Life has been busy. Life is quite, you know, sort of full of everything, energy, but you will get over the line and you will sort of be successful with whatever this project you're aiming at. But yeah, just a bit depleted at the moment, but just know you'll get over the line. And the final outcome card is the Two of Wands. So there you go, you will get to a point of decisions to be made. Do you go towards the sun, which you can see the way perfectly, or do you go to the unknown, which is the moon? Either, it's your choice. But it is a forward-moving card, as it's a Wands card, so you will get to go to where you need to go, but you yourself must make the choice. But it will be good for you. Maybe go to the unknown for a change, Aquarius. But then that comes at the end of this period. The message is suffering. There is a path leading to complete deliverance from suffering. Sorry. Conflicts and struggles, as well as happiness and joy, are all transitory experiences. Once you awaken to this fundamental fact of life, you can transform any pain, conflict or struggle into a positive experience. That's nice. Very nice. So positive all the way. Thank you so much for listening, Aquarius. We'll see you next time.